SportScope, June 17th, 2025. A day of champions, comebacks, and global football drama. Good morning, sports fans. June 17th, 2025 delivered a power-packed day across the globe, featuring a Stanley Cup champion, intense international soccer, and thrilling finishes on the diamond and court. From North American leagues to major international tournaments, the sports world provided no shortage of compelling narratives and decisive outcomes. The Florida Panthers solidified their place in hockey history by clinching their second consecutive Stanley Cup, defeating the Edmonton Oilers 5-1 in Game 6 of the final. This victory marks a truly historic repeat for the Panthers, who also overcame the Oilers in last season's Cup final. The standout performance of the night belonged to Sam Reinhart, who scored an incredible 4 goals, tying a Stanley Cup final record and becoming only the second player in NHL history to achieve this feat in a championship-clinching game. The Panthers' back-to-back triumph against the same opponent underscores a remarkable period of sustained excellence, signaling the emergence of a modern NHL dynasty. Their defensive effort, particularly in containing high-powered offenses like Edmonton's, proved crucial in avoiding a Game 7 scenario that famously occurred in their previous championship series against the Oilers. This consistent dominance against a formidable rival highlights their strategic depth and resilience, making their consecutive titles a significant chapter in league history. The WNBA delivered a day filled with high-stakes matchups and dramatic turns. The Indiana Fever secured their spot in the Commissioner's Cup final with an 88-71 victory over the Connecticut Sun. Natasha Howard was instrumental, recording her 50th career double-double with 16 points and 12 rebounds, while Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell also provided strong offensive contributions, with Mitchell extending her double-digit scoring streak to 11 games. In another compelling contest, the Washington Mystics staged a remarkable comeback, overcoming a 12-point halftime deficit to defeat the Chicago Sky 79-72. Brittany Sykes led the charge for the Mystics with an impressive 32 points. The Dallas Wings also claimed a victory, topping the Golden State Valkyries 80-71, propelled by Paige Bucker's 20 points and Arekio Gunbole's 19. Meanwhile, the New York Liberty mounted a significant rally from a 17-point deficit to edge the Atlanta Dream 86-81, with Sabrina Ionescu scoring 34 points and Brianna Stewart adding 23. A notable development on the day involved the Los Angeles Sparks, who suffered a 98-67 blowout loss to the Seattle Storm. This significant defeat for the Sparks was directly impacted by mounting injuries, including the absence of their primary scorer and star, Kelsey Plum and Cameron Brink. The challenges posed by player health can profoundly affect team performance and overall league competitiveness, as evidenced by the Sparks being forced to field their 5th different starting lineup this season. The Commissioner's Cup race proved to be highly competitive, with the outcomes of these games directly influencing the final standings. The fact that Atlanta would have advanced to the final with a win, but Indiana held the tiebreaker, demonstrates the increasing strategic value teams place on this mid-season tournament and the intense competition for its championship. On the baseball diamond, June 17th delivered a mix of collegiate showdowns and professional league drama. In the College World Series, the Arkansas Razorbacks defeated UCLA 7-3 in a crucial elimination game. Wehiwa Aloy, a Golden Spikes finalist, was a key offensive force for Arkansas, contributing a 2-run home run and an RBI triple. Major League Baseball saw several thrilling contests. The Toronto Blue Jays secured a dramatic 5-4 walk-off victory against the Arizona Diamondbacks, thanks to back-to-back 9th-inning home runs from Bo Bichette and Addison Barger. This late-game heroics underscored the intense competitive balance often found in MLB. The Los Angeles Angels shut out the New York Yankees 4-0, with Kyle Hendricks delivering a stellar performance, striking out 9 batters over 6 scoreless innings. In other National League action, the Cincinnati Reds mounted a 6-5 comeback win over the Minnesota Twins, propelled by T.J. Friedel's decisive 2-out, 2-run double in the 6th inning. The Colorado Rockies showcased an explosive offense, hitting a franchise record-tying 7 home runs, including 2 from Michael Toglia in a dominant 10-6 runs victory over the Washington Nationals. This exceptional offensive outburst, tying a franchise record, suggests either a particularly potent hot streak for the Rockies or a favorable matchup against the Nationals' pitching staff, which could influence their trajectory moving forward. The Miami Marlins also ended the Philadelphia Phillies' 5-game win streak with an 8-3 victory, featuring home runs from Eric Wagaman and Jesus Sanchez. An emotional moment occurred in Detroit, where Pittsburgh Pirates outfielder Brian Reynolds left the team's 7-3 loss to the Tigers in the second inning as his wife went into labor. Javier Baez led the Tigers' offense with 2 home runs in the game. The prevalence of late-game rallies and walk-off wins across multiple MLB games on this day highlights the unpredictable and exciting nature of baseball, where games can turn on a single swing of the bat, keeping fans engaged until the very end. The CONCACAF Gold Cup delivered a day of mixed results. Canada opened their Gold Cup campaign emphatically, securing a decisive 6-0 win over Honduras. Tajon Buchanan netted 2 goals, while Nico Seeger and Tani Oluwaseyi also found the back of the net, contributing to a comprehensive victory. The day's Gold Cup action also included a defensive battle between Curaçao and El Salvador, which ended in a 0-0 draw. Both goalkeepers made crucial saves, and despite Curaçao holding a significant possession advantage, neither team could break the deadlock. The expanded 2025 FIFA Club World Cup continued its group stage matches across various U.S. venues. This new 32-team format aims to crown a global club champion, bringing together top clubs from around the world. In Group F, Fluminense FC and Borussia Dortmund played to a scoreless 0-0 draw at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. While the match was described as entertaining with Fluminense controlling much of the first half, the lack of goals at MetLife Stadium for the second consecutive Club World Cup match at the venue raised questions about fan engagement for midday weekday games. The announced attendance for this match was notably lower than previous games, suggesting that factors like scheduling and weather can significantly impact turnout for certain fixtures, even in a major international tournament. Elsewhere, River Plate secured a 3-1 victory over Urawa Red Diamonds in Group E, with goals from Facundo Colidio, Sebastian Driussi, and Maximiliano Meza. Urawa Red Diamonds managed to get one back via a penalty from Yusuke Matsuo. A significant moment occurred in Group F as Mamelodi Sundowns FC clinched a narrow 1-0 victory over Ulsan HD. This win was particularly historic as it marked the first ever victory by an African side in this revamped 32-team Club World Cup format. This achievement highlights the growing competitive aspirations and global reach of teams from diverse confederations within the tournament's new structure. In Group E, CF Monterrey held UEFA Champions League finalists Inter Milan to a surprising 1-1 draw. Sergio Ramos scored for Monterrey with a header, and Lautaro Martinez equalized for Inter before halftime, though he later missed a crucial opportunity to give Inter the lead. The grass court tennis season continued to build momentum with key tournaments in Europe. At the Terra Wortmann Open in Halle, top seeds Jannik Sinner and Andrei Rublev secured victories in the round of 32. Sinner, the world number 1, defeated Yannick Hanfmann 7-5, 6-3, while Rublev overcame Sebastian Offner 6-3, 6-4. Flavio Caboli also advanced after a thrilling 3-set match. Meanwhile, at the ATP 500 event at Queen's Club in London, top players like Carlos Alcaraz and Jack Draper advanced to the next round. However, qualifier Corentin Moutet pulled off a notable upset, defeating third seed Taylor Fritz in a hard-fought 3-set match. Such upset victories, particularly by qualifiers against seeded players, highlight the competitive depth and inherent unpredictability of the grass court season, which often serves as a crucial prelude to Wimbledon. These are your list of top 5 must-watch matches for today, June 18, 2025. Game 1, FIFA Club World Cup, Real Madrid versus Al Hilal. Real Madrid, a European powerhouse, is widely considered a top contender for the entire competition. The game is scheduled at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, which is noon Pacific Time, taking place at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Viewers can watch the match on TNT or stream it live on DAZN Game 2. FIFA Club World Cup Manchester City versus Wydad AC Manchester City. as the reigning UEFA Champions League winner, stands as another dominant European force and a strong contender for the Club World Cup title. The match is scheduled at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific, and will be held at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. You can expect a few goals in this mismatch. With Erling Haaland as a key goal scorer, the popular bet is that he's likely to score any time during the match. Game 3, MLB Los Angeles Dodgers versus San Diego Padres. This is a regular season Major League Baseball game between two fierce rivals in the National League West Division. The game is scheduled at 10:10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:10 Pacific. At Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, California, Game 4, WTA Berlin Open, Lyudmila Samsonova versus Jessica Pegula. This is a round of 16. Defending champion and world number 3 Jessica Pegula will face former tournament champion Lyudmila Samsonova, who advanced after a dramatic first-round comeback victory over Naomi Osaka. The match is scheduled at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific in Berlin, Germany. Game 5, Gold Cup Mexico versus Suriname. This is a Group A match in the Gold Cup, the premier international football tournament for North, Central American, and Caribbean nations. Mexico is a traditional regional powerhouse and a tournament favorite. The game is scheduled at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific at Atant Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It will be broadcast on FS1 and available for live stream on Fubo. And that wraps up a truly eventful June 17th in the world of sports. From the Florida Panthers clinching their second consecutive Stanley Cup, cementing a new dynasty, to the Indiana Fever advancing in the WNBA Commissioner's Cup, and dramatic finishes across Major League Baseball, the day delivered on all fronts. International football also provided compelling narratives, with dominant wins in the Gold Cup and historic firsts in the expanded Club World Cup. Be sure to tune in to SportScope Daily tomorrow for more action as the sports world keeps turning. Adios.